Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Paki-greet yung katabi natin, magandang umaga kasi malapit ng Pasko, no? Mabilis po ang panahon, no? Mabilis ang takbo kasi ngayon pang 5 araw na tayo, no? This is the 5th Simbang Gabi of our 9 days preparation for the birthday of Jesus. At alam ko napapansin ninyo yan, no? Na itong mga nakaraang araw, mayroong pong mga personages or characters in the scriptures, in the gospels that have been highlighted so that we can reflect from their lives and may imitate them in our preparation for the birthday of Jesus. One of them is John the Baptist. Okay? Another one is Saint Joseph. Remember the other day the gospel was the so-called Annunciation to Joseph. Yesterday, the gospel was about Zechariah, okay, who was old, and the wife Elizabeth was barren. There is this greatest among the personages, and her name is Mary. And today, I invite you to reflect on the characteristics and the attitudes, the traits of Mary that we can imitate as part of our preparation for this Christmas celebration. And let me call them Marian Beatitudes, these attitudes, these characteristics of Mary. Marian vitamins that we can take as preparation for Christmas, for this Advent season. We are familiar with vitamins, right? Vitamin A. What else? Vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. So what are these characteristics which we can call spiritual vitamins? Vitamin A is availability. Mary teaches us from the gospel today how to be available for God. She must have already a plan because she was already betrothed to a man named Joseph. Maybe was already thinking of, build a family and so on. But then one day, the angel Gabriel appeared to her and said, no, there is another plan from God. You will become the mother of his son. And what was Mary's response, which tells us that she was available? She said, let it be done to me according to your word. That's what we heard in the gospel. No? Alam niyo po, ito yung maganda ding matutunan din natin, that we should allow ourselves to be available for God and also available for our families. Kasi practical po, no, na example, marami pong mga tao, baka miyembro sa ating pamilya ang medyo nalulungkot dahil wala na tayong time para sa kanila. There was this story of a little boy. And one Sunday, nakita niya yung kanyang daddy. He was preparing for work. And then he asked his father, Daddy, are you going for work again? Today is Sunday. And then the father said, yes, I'm going for work. Daddy, how much is the company giving you for one day as a salary? Oh, my son, it's 10,000. Oh, ganun, okay. Daddy, pwede pahingi ng 5,000? Sabi ng daddy, 5,000 lang pala eh. So kumuha kagad ng 5,000 sa wallet niya, binigay sa bata. And immediately the son said, Daddy, just wait. Let me take something from my room. At may kinuha siya another 5,000. So magkaroon na siya ng 10,000. And he said to his father, Daddy, can I pay you 10,000 for your salary today? Stay with me and my mom, and let's go to the church because I really miss you, Dad. I want you to be with me even one day. And that is what we can learn also, to spend time during this Christmas season with our families, and also spend time for God in prayer for our spiritual life. This is vitamin A, availability. Vitamin B is beauty. Mary teaches us the real essence of interior beauty. Si Mary po ay physically maganda. But what our gospel reminds us today that Mary's beauty is more interior. Hindi po nakikita lang sa panlabas. Kaya nga ang tawag natin sa kanya, Immaculate Mother, because she has an immaculate heart. Now in the book of Samuel, it is said that the Lord does not look at other people like human beings does, because we look at the external beauties, but God looks at the beauty of the heart of a person. Now, mayroon ngang kwento ng isang napakagandang babae pumunta sa pare para magpapakasal siya. Sabi ng pare, "Are you really serious of marrying him? He doesn't look really handsome. Meant for you, you are so beautiful." And then the woman said, "But Father, I am not in love with his face. I am in love with his heart." Kasi ganyan naman si God, ang puso, no? Interior beauty. Another vitamin B is blessedness or beatitude. Tayo dito, madalas ang understanding natin of mapapalad or blessed, masyadong makamundo, di ba? Pag mayaman ka, kapag mataas ang kanyang katungkulan, kapag popular ka, then you are blessed. But that's not the way Mary teaches us the real beatitude. Because her real beatitude lies in her faith, no? In the visitation, Elizabeth would tell her, "Blessed are you, Mary, because you believed what the angel told you." And then Mary's blessedness also lies in the good things that God has done for her in the Magnificat. And Mary's blessedness lies in her listening to the Word of God and putting them to practice. Na sana tayo din, during this Advent season, will take this vitamin B of our faith, of allowing God to work wonders in our lives, and also to listen to His Word and put them to practice. Anong sunod na vitamins? Vitamin C. Vitamin C is charity or love. Love for neighbor. Narinig natin sa Ebanghelyo, di ho ba? Na Mary was told that she would become the mother of God. Pero ang continuation yan, yung visitation, we will be told by St. Luke that Mary went in haste to the hill country of Judah to visit her cousin Elizabeth. For what purpose? To serve her because she was 6 months pregnant. So she went in haste, not thinking of her needs, but the needs of her cousin Elizabeth. Sana tayo din during this Advent time and Christmas time. Alam niyo po, pag iikot-ikot tayo ngayon sa mga streets outside, ang dami pong mga mahihirap, humihingi ng tulong sa atin. Why can't we also do like Mary, be charitable to them? Let us remember always the spoiled food that we have in our homes. They do not belong to us. They belong to the poor who have nothing to eat. When we have so many clothes in our closets, in our cabinets that we have not been using for years, remember they do not belong to us. They belong to the poor who have nothing to wear. Ganyan po sana ang charity na matutunan natin from the Blessed Mother. That's vitamin C. What about vitamin D, Father? Vitamin D from Mary is down to earth. Down to earth identity of Mary. Why? Because she was told to become the mother of God, but her answer towards the end of the gospel was, "I am the handmaid of the Lord." She did not stick to her like feeling, "I am now greatest among women." But she looks at herself as still the servant of God. Alam niyo po, sa original na Greek, hindi nga po servant or handmaid ang nakalagay eh. Ang nakalagay doon, slave, which means really very, very lowly. And that's how Mary looks at herself, that we can also learn from her during this Advent time. And lastly, vitamin E is vitamin E, endearment. Si Mary found favor with God and she was full of grace. The Lord was with her. Tayo din po, no? Maraming lalapit sa atin, maraming magmamahal sa atin when we show to them that God is present in our lives. I suppose makailan sa atin, mayroon nang nagsabi, alam niyo po, naranasan ko ang Diyos dahil sa iyo. Narinig ko ang salita ng Diyos dahil sa iyong pakikipag-usap sa akin. Because you also share the endearing trait of Mary. So, as we continue with our Mass, let us ask that we can also take these prescriptions. Ano yung vitamin A? Vitamin availability for God and our family. Vitamin B is for beauty, interior beauty, and beatitude, blessedness of heaven. Vitamin C is charity for our neighbor. Vitamin D is down-to-earth identity. And vitamin E is the endearing quality. And if we do that, I'm sure the Blessed Mother will be very happy, and Jesus will be truly born in our hearts this Christmas. Amen.